Okay, I'm on Inlet Rd, and I just want to kind of point out to you, it feels different because this is like this little area that really didn't exist. Now, over the fence line are the houses I had kind of mentioned, where this was probably back in the day, felt like it was off of the beaten path. You could get a big lot and you could put a house on it and it would be affordable. Behind this tree line is Inlet, so on the water. So you think about waterfront homes, but you know, look through here and there's this little tiny farmhouse, and then right here is a mobile home, an old mobile home with a detached garage, you know, probably an old guy that lives there, a rambler down there. But when we come at this end, 4504, 32, and 60, I suspect that one builder bought all of these lots and put 3 brand new, really pretty houses on them. So I'm going to go with my first thing because I've heard you guys mention it, ability to entertain. So I'm just going to point out that we have a narrow single lane shared driveway. Okay. There's some area to the side here. I could definitely see some extra cars parking. You certainly have your 2-car driveway. You have your 2-car garage. Got this little area here. But if you're having a big get together, there's not a ton of parking and there's not a lot of options, because coming onto Inlet Rd as you get to the water, by the way, the water is right there. So that's the end of the bay. If you look at the overhead Google map, you'll understand that. So I think all along here, cars could park. And probably if I was having a command function at the house, I'd go to neighbors and say, you know, is it okay? I bet they would say yes. Anyways, this house has absolutely beautiful curb appeal, and as do your neighbors. So right off the bat, when I look at them, I feel pretty strongly that possibly the same builder built all 3 of these houses. I would say this house is probably ready for some paint. The siding, especially on the south side of the house, I think this would be the south side. It's really fading. And the house isn't terribly old, so I would say that, you know, it's probably getting to the 10-year mark where it would be ready for paint. Got these beautiful gardens. We'll do the outside real quick. And again, just really cute curb appeal. Big giant apples. When I get back here, and you can see that they had an actual nice big garden patch here. I'm gonna shut up when I get back here so you guys can just hear the noise. And that is Highway 3. Septic lid there. Probably a really nice garden shed. It looks like it's locked, but you know, if you guys are not uber into gardening, I see a lot of people turn these into the she shed type thing or a party room, and based on the size, I think you could do that. Looks like the roof on this shed has had a little bit of leaking. You know, I don't see anything super detrimental, but be something I would watch. I don't see gutters on the shed, and so that may be something that could be installed that would help that. And again, if you're into gardening, I would call this a little bit of a gardener's delight. Whoever lives here definitely is good at gardening. It's really charming back here. Things that can help noise. I'd be tempted to put a water feature in back here. It's pretty surprising what a nice fountain, you know, can do to keep noise at bay. Again, I can't recall the age of the house, but I'm going to go based on what I'm seeing that it is the original roof. Most roofs are 25 to 30 year roofs, and so it would just be a math problem on what the age of the roof is. Looks like we have a little bit of moss on the roof, so that may be something that needs to be taken care of. I would do it definitely this winter. And how faded the paint is on this side of the house, I would say this home is ready for an exterior paint job. All right, just the view from the front porch. It's a nice covered front porch. Got a really pretty little grass area here. A bit shady. You can see it's relatively damp, and so shady areas definitely need a bit more help when it comes to getting the grass to grow. And again, 1-2 houses down, and that's the beach area. I don't know if there's direct access from here. Sometimes in small little neighborhoods like this, it's not uncommon for the neighbors just say, you want to come to the beach? Come on through. All right, we enter into a really neat entryway. I really like how this flows. It appears to be real slate flooring here in the entryway. Immediate to the left is a room that big enough for a bedroom. It does have a closet. It has windows and it has a door, so this may count on the bedroom count, but clearly they're using it as an office. The right-hand side is a really cute powder room. We have what looks like real hardwood floors here. And again, really, really sweet little powder room shelving in there. And the hardwood floors in the great room. Nice tall ceiling height, so I'm going to go with a 9-foot ceiling in here. We have the plantation shutters all the way around. There's this is all natural light, so I'm going to pop on some lights, but I love the natural light. It is not necessarily a really bright day today. So I love homes that have wonderful ambient light despite the weather. You've got the gas fireplace, and I'm going to go with possibly propane. I don't recall seeing a tank, and I'll certainly look at the listing, but really nice size, great room. So plenty of wall space and room for larger pieces of furniture. This is a faux stone on the fireplace, very northwesty, but this is made of concrete, looks like stone. This is a real nice big wood beam. Very, very pretty. Opens up to a nice sized dining room. They have a 6-top here, but you could easily have an 8-top table. There's plenty of room for that. Great wall space for a hutch or a buffet. Certainly another bit of room here for another storage piece if you'd like. You've got this almost like a butler's pantry. I can see they're using it as a coffee bar. I've had a lot of clients pull out this bottom drawer and put in a wine refrigerator or a beverage refrigerator. Cabinets are beautiful. They're not quite a cherry color, but they kind of lean towards the cherry. They're not super glossy, kind of a matte finish. It's very, very pretty. This is slab granite, and the colors are very dark greens, grays, blacks, and tans. Nice island here. The house is 2007. And so if we just did a math, if it's a 30-year roof, then you're about halfway through the roof. So we have a Genair range with a downdraft. These work great, and that way you keep that line of sight open, no hood over the top. The food vents out. Being that we have a gas fireplace, probably propane, if you ever want to switch this out to a gas cooktop, that should be no problem because we're on a raised foundation, so there's a crawl space under the house and it's very easy to plumb. We did it in our very own house in Poulsbo. So just a super view from the kitchen. And the other thing I should mention is inside the house, it is silent. So you can't hear that road noise here whatsoever. All right, guessing a pantry here. Very nice pantry cupboard, double door, so lots of room. We bought a house, 2002, and there's a lot of things that are reminiscent here. So it was a brand new home, but it had kind of a country feel or a farmhouse feel. This is a rolled vinyl flooring. This indicates the house has a whole house vacuum system, which is quite a nice feature to have. And we have another pantry, and this is more or less a walk-in style pantry. I'm going to go with the door to the garage is here. Yeah. And it's a nice tall ceiling height, so you can see they have overhead storage, a lot of it. They're storing quite a bit in the garage anyways. The furnace and the water heater are also out here. And I would have no reason to believe that either of these are anything but original. Water heaters' typical useful life is 7 to 14 years. Doesn't mean that they're going to fail. It just means, in my mind, if it's still working today, you should just budget for that. The furnace, they usually say 20-year life, so it's coming up, you know, at the end of its useful life. But once again, I don't know if you can see that really well, but they have had this serviced regularly. So just like an old car, you don't just get rid of it because it's old. If it is serviced regularly, it could last forever. There's your panel. That was definitely done correctly. We've got all kinds of permits listed there. So, and there is a garage door opener if you want to park in the garage. All right, head back in, and then we're going to make our way upstairs. I missed this a little earlier. So the understair storage closet that goes all the way around. They've got a little wine storage in here, possibly a crawl space hatch inside. They've got the vacuum part of the built-in vacuum system, and then of course they've got their coat closet stuff right there. I should also mention that there's no unusual smells in the house, and other than they have stuff and it's clear that they're living here, I'm going to call it gently used. I'm not seeing lots of wear and tear. This carpet is in the sage color, kind of a green, maybe a moss or sage. It's a really pretty color. I don't find it to be too green or too brown. So I think it goes very well, and it's in excellent shape. Okay, top of the stairs. So we have a loft up here. I think what we'll do is the master is at the very top, so we'll come back to that. So we'll move our way all the way back to the loft, work through the guest bedrooms, and then go back to the master. Again, I don't have any overhead lights on, just so you can get a good feel of the natural lighting, and then I'll turn lights on as we go. So big loft, lots of wall space, good hangout, playroom, study area. And one bedroom, not gigantic. I would say that's a headboard wall for a queen would fit. It'd give you kind of limited wall space for other pieces of furniture. Let's walk it off. So I would say 11 by 10. Yeah, that feels about right. 11 by 10. And this has its own walk-in closet. And this room overlooks the driveway. Then your next space is the laundry room. And this has a pocket door. The same rolled vinyl as downstairs. Little hanging space for delicates and a little bit of storage for soap. And then of course the deep sink. You know, you could easily add shelves below if you wanted, but this probably is pretty practical storage area. Then we have another bedroom. Okay, this is great. So this is a trundle bed. That is a queen size length. And obviously you pull that out for the trundle. But it gives you a pretty good idea what the headboard space is. This overlooks the side yard where the garden is. Double door wardrobe closet. Nothing exciting in here, but all in really, really good shape. Let's see if we can walk this off. I think it's about the same size as the other room. So that's 11 and a half or 12 by maybe 11 and a half by 11. That's just me walking it off, so not a perfect science. Okay, shared bathroom. This has a rolled vinyl. It has a slate imprint on it, but it is not slate. And it is not rolled vinyl. Sorry, it looks like it might be a vinyl tile. The double vanity is nice. This is laminate. That is real tile. Privacy door to where the commode and a tub shower combo is. Frankly, it doesn't look like these rooms are ever used. They're in really, really good condition. So I'm going to go with linens. Yeah, big linen closet here. We have that vacuum cleaner hookup there. And then our master has the French doors. They've got a queen bed. Easily a king could fit in the same space. Big, huge wall across the way for dressers, televisions, what have you. Again, those lovely plantation shutters. The ensuite also has a tile-looking vinyl. This one does indeed look like rolled. I actually prefer the rolled because there's less cracks for water to seep into. So we have a big walk-in shower. These people are very clean. The house is kind of fastidiously clean. Privacy door for the commode space. Big, long jetted tub, so good for tall people or a couple of kids. Nice big double vanity. This is real tile. Delta sink faucets are kind of nice. And then I remember somebody needing lots of closet space, and this is a to die for walk-in closet. So good storage. If you didn't need a spot for a dresser, this could also have hanging space put on it. I think you could put a, changing table or something right here. Spot for shoes and jewelry. There's just really endless amounts of storage in here, and they, again, are neat beyond words. Scuttle access. So super nice house. I think your only drawback here will be it's ready for paint. It's halfway through the roof. Nobody's going to put a roof on because it's halfway through. You're going to wait till it's needed and at the end of its life. I said it, I don't know. It needs paint on the exterior. That's definitely ready for that. And then you've got the road noise. If you want to do a lot of entertaining, you're picturing, 50 people and 50 cars showing up, you're not going to have that parking space. I think there's enough for dinner parties and, maybe small wardroom functions, but parking would be a thing. The house is beautiful.